Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Chris. Welcome back to once again another episode of Dream Daddy. Welcome back. So we are going. We're gonna go down to the bottom row now. We've already accomplished everyone up here. Yeah, I think we've enjoyed. I think these 3 dates for the most part. Although we had to stop early because I was just not into what he was putting down. So let's go Damien. Damien might, maybe he'll swoo us. We'll see. How do you know? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. I like cats, you know, that's already a good plus for me. On Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimen. Okay, nah, that's a no for me. That's a no for me, dog. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. Well, that's sad. I mean, if it's deserted, I mean, I guess you gotta prepare, right? What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. I mean, I don't know if that's in my lexicon usually, but, you know. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. Again, man, I don't know if that's how growing up works, but yeah, I appreciate the enthusiasm. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. I mean, I can't even think of any movies of that type, but interesting. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Alright, romantic, interesting. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I mean, yeah, alright. I mean, if that's, you know, an important possession, I can understand that. I spent a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Salience. I don't know what that word means, actually. Salience. I'm gonna assume it has something to do with death and move on. For now. It's because that's most likely the route's gonna go down. Trying to exercise regularly. Yeah, that's a problem. that's an issue. Versus the worst second is the best third is the one with the hairy chest. What? My god. I don't know why it's taking so long. But yeah, I think, I mean, maybe if some of these dates go quicker, we could fill the rest of these dates in this week. But, I don't know. We'll see. Might have to drip into next week. But that should be that for these first set of dates. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him, to get to know him a little better. I navigated to Damien's dad book page and typed out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I wouldn't. That's a little weird. Hey dude, you seem cool. Let's hang out. Alright. That's a weird text to send out. I guess maybe in person it's not that bad. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Chris, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and stroll around my garden. Should it please you. Till then, adieu. Your humbled D. Bloodmarch. Alright. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey Amanda, can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda as she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now?
Yeah.
How old am I? Jesus. Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever, and decided that what they need to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So, what do? Where's your pen and quill? What?
Yeah.
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutant ball? What? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages that I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. That's how I did it. Sorry, bad influence. Great, so what do I say to Damien?
Yeah.
I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards. Chris. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. She's got a point. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor? Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I was gonna say, I don't know how it really fits in, but it is Damien. He quite a bit stands out. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door, or look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a holler sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. Oh, excuse me. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. That's dad humor for you. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? I'll be freaking out right now. Silence. And the oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where is Damien? It's kind of weird that it would be cold. You have like a fire here and everything. That's a little weird. Chris, pleasure to have you in my house. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked. I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings. I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Dot. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
How delightful!
This is one of the older homes of the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling above ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Let's pick up a book. You know, Chris, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more cowardly novels would encourage youths into the life of crime. It would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. Pull out a book at random, examine the worn cover. Opening it, it turns to a random page and read out loud. Oh god. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him. With shirtless and out of breath, he looks at Suzuki. Suzuki smirked. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right. I know it's not. I always pronounce it Naruto, but I know it's Naruto is the actual pronunciation. Suzuki smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Oh, I didn't even get that. It was a it was a sexy fan fiction. I did not even make that connection. Okay, that's funny. Good work. All right, look out the window. Look at the butterflies. That's I mean, I feel like looking out the window would be kind of rude, so I'm gonna do the butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I should show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. I also would be concerned about, you know, pinning anything that's used to be alive. It'd be kind of concerning. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Let's look at the window. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of this cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups, with his daughters on his back. Jesus Christ. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. I see... Damn! Oh my god. You know, it's funny, like, I said, I think at the end of the last episode that the current leaders were Matt and, fuck. Who is the redhead? God, I can't remember his name now. Brian. Matt and Brian. But Craig, man, it just seems like, I mean, to be honest with you, if I'm good friends with someone, like, I think... And look, as I've noted before, I've never been in a relationship before, but I've always been the most attracted to people that I've gotten to know. And so I feel like with Craig, like, I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't be talking about this. I'm on a date right now. I'm, like, saying all this to David. He's just like, well. Alright, anyways. Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really?
Oh.
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Alright, I guess it was alright. Please, will you join me for tea? Follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me tea. Some tea. Can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
Oh!
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth of class and the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea, and the height of the tables on which they are served. Oh.
Huh.
My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Oh, it's so cute. It's a little tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. Let's do, your home is really impressive. Oh, yes, I got the eggplants. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place.
Huh.
Thank you.
Huh.
No one's ever complimented me at my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in gods stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city?
Huh.
Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band?
Ah.
I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's... You know... The song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I love to see a marching band. Okay. Never mind. I love that song. See a marching band. Oh man, that was like one of my first, I think, like alternative. I call it. It's called alternative rock, right? Or I mean, I guess it's a little bit darker than that. But that was like one of my first songs I've ever listened to. Like my sister introduced me to that. It's so good. It's such a good song. Like I mean, like I'm not really into alternative rock too much, but that and a few other songs are just really good. I love it. Anyways, nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us. I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that's strictly aligned with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. That is important. Tell me, Chris, do you have any hobbies? Man, I do. I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. It's debatable. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Look, sounds sophisticated. I love watching soap making videos on the internet. Love me some word jumbles. Jumbles. The word jumbles. It so fits me. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Yeah. All right. Oh, so you're a writer? Oh, yes, in a sense. We finished our tea and finger sandwiches. Imagine that was like the action, not like the actual full term finger sandwiches. You can just stick your finger in there. Sorry. It's been a weird day. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in a beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit, lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plant. The plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine. Lucien bulbiferian, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? Sour place, thou art the ties. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. I really want to go with these two, but I don't want to fuck up the date, so I'll just go The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well. and that's why I'm giving it to you, Chris. Imagine. Oh, God. And that's precisely why floral arrangements is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckles, sunflowers. I like sunflowers. They remind me of sunshine. And then you can eat the seeds as a delicious snack. What a practical choice. My stomach grumbles. Oh man, now I want sunflower seeds. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I followed Damien down the 4-foot path and admired more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Huh.
Oh, Chris, will you excuse me? I must take this. I'm trying to listen to the ringtone. He pulled his cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it.
Oh.
Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into the garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and they immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Oh fuck. Minigame. Minigame. Here we go. Oh shit. Alright, so that's the head. So that's not gonna happen. Let's do this. Nope. Oh, okay, we got that. Yep. And
Goal!
yeah, look at that. That was quick and easy. Woo! That was a close one. Uh-oh. Here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Ah!
Chris, my sincere apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I am afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school. Post haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Alright, let's go. Let's go save Lucien. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey Damien, I'm trying to remember what the fuck his voice was. Fuck. I'm trying to think of, like, the teacher voice that I had for him. Now, class. It's kind of similar to fucking Damien. God, fucking shit. Hey Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the my kids are in trouble rodeo. What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridor of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step! I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa. Wait a second, Lucien. Did you try to cask of Amontillado Ernest? What the fuck? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turned to Damien and whispered to him. What's cask of Amontillado?
Huh.
It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
Oh.
It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then you realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
Huh?
Took you 20 minutes. Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado. It took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages, then read a review of the movie. Classic. It's the oldest trick of the book. It's only 5 minutes long and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucien high-five. The teacher starts to stop up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home, Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your meditation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son, and it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you could spend next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Oh, I'm good. I was giving him an angry voice. ... Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucien continues staring out of the window. ... Love you too. Well, we spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. Very, very peaceful silence. That's very cute. You know, good relationship, clearly. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. You and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. He's probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. I like that attitude. I feel like I would, if I had a child and they acted up or they did something wrong, like, I think that my initial reaction would be to, like, yell at them, but, like, I think if I really took the time to think about it, I remember anyone, like, getting mad at me or yelling at me when, like, growing up, whether that be, like, a parent or a teacher or whoever it may be. It was, like, you felt like shit afterwards, you know what I mean? So, like, I would not want to do that to my child, at least if it's, like, a first or second offense. I mean, and I'm leaning, I don't know so much about the second offense, but, like, if it's repeated, maybe they need that kind of scare to kind of be like, yo, I'm fucking serious. Knock it off. Like, I don't know. I have a long way to go with that, but I don't know. I think it's always good to hear from your kid. Always listen to your kid, and just hear them out. But always step in when you feel like they're, going down a wrong path or whatever it may be too, just to help them out. It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon. Oh, see you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. Come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. Plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching?
Yeah.
Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. I hate that show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching this low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, this outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucien since he tried to. He lured Ernest down the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to break him into the wall, right? How did you know about that? Has everyone read the story except for me? Lucien live-streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a real character. But he's really good company. And is surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Damn right I do. There you go. Come on, give us the S. Give us the S. Yeah!
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
Alright, thanks, Damien. Alright, next episode, we're gonna do Hugo, and hopefully I'll have a different voice for him. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.